This is a test run. I'm trying to see something because this thing's acting crazy. So y'all bear with me. And if it works right, then I'll go in and I'll do what I need to do. Say it's the Hood CNN with your favorite Hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD in common sense and I'm a 5-star general. I want to say top of the afternoon to y'all. And let's make sure we can get this thing straight. Say top of the afternoon to y'all, man. I've been doing other things but I come to you because it's some stuff I want to talk about. So you may want to push the share button on your video. We're going to talk about party promoter Sam Mack and the fact that he was arrested over the weekend. Supposedly, Sam has been out defrauding people and stealing their money. And he actually had an arrest warrant for him. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the fact that HISD owes a bunch of teachers money. A bunch of teachers are not in the system yet, and they owe a bunch of people money, and they haven't paid them. And the unions, the teacher unions, are silent at this point. I want to speak on that. And it's political season. For those that's trying to figure out if the OG is still running, of course I am. But we're going to talk about a lot of different things as far as politics goes. I need you to push the share button on your video. We're going to get into this thing. And we're going to start off with the Houston Independent School District, who seems to have a payroll problem. And the problem is they have a bunch of teachers on the payroll that haven't gotten their money. And I want to know why the teachers union is so silent on this issue. There are tons of teachers who I know for a fact that are brand new to the Houston Independent School District that have not gotten a paycheck in months with an S. And I'm trying to figure out what's the problem. You advocates out there that advocate for education, you're silent right now. And my question is why? Why are you silent right now? Why are the teacher unions silent right now? You know why they're silent? Because they're in bed with the school districts. See, this is how this works. It doesn't matter if your payroll check is messed up, but if you get a check and it's not for the amount that you should get it for, the union dues have already been deducted. So therefore, they could care less whether or not you get paid. They're silent. Maybe they won't be silent after I say what I need to say. But the thing is they're silent right now when there are tons of teachers that have not been compensated for the work that they've done during this early school year. And my question is why? There's tons of ERSA funds. There was over $1 billion in ERSA funds. Of course, we have our yearly budget, that's there. What's the problem with paying teachers? Do you have people in the accounting department or HR who don't know how to hit the pay button? What's the problem? There are tons of teachers that have not been paid, and then you can't figure out why nobody wants to work for you. I've given you guys a pass. I don't come to your board meetings. I don't even bother with the Houston Independent School District anymore because it's a lost cause. It's a lost cause. Why are the trustees not raising hell to make sure that these teachers are being paid? How long do you expect teachers to keep coming to work and not getting their money? How long do you expect for them to work 17, 18 hours a day and they're not getting their money? How long do you expect for teachers to go above and beyond and not get their money? There are tons of other school districts out there. You guys need to give serious consideration to working for someone that values you as an employee. You cannot expect for somebody to come to work, put up with the bullshit that these kids bring to the classrooms on a daily. Deal with the bullshit that the administrators shoot down at them that they're getting from y'all at the main office. And then you don't want to pay them? Where they do that shit at? And the unions? What y'all quiet for? You went out there and you battled for those raises. When are these people going to get that money? I stayed off your ass for 3 months. Now, I can ramp it up because they're blowing up my phone. You know what? I'm really trying to give y'all an opportunity to solve it. But I guess once a crook, always a crook. Say, man, do something about taking care of these people, man. And let's get this straight. Nobody's going to work for you for free. You're going to have to cheat again on the STAR test to pull it off again. You know, you're going to have somebody to do that. I mean, what you going to do? I don't think that is fair that teachers come to work on a daily basis and then their checks are all screwed up. But I bet you ain't nobody check screwed up at 4400 West 18th Street. I bet you the people that's getting checks from these unions, their money ain't messed up. And you advocates that are silent right now need to open your goddamn mouth or get out the game, homie. This where you get your shine on, baby. But ever since the big dog stepped down and been taking it easy and enjoying life, you motherfuckers ain't did nothing to help these people, man. I give some consideration to coming back. Raising hell the only way I know how. Because right now people are asking you very politely. They're asking you very dignifiedly about their money. And nobody should have to ask you about their money when they punch it into your job. I don't know if y'all been seeing what's been going on with party promoter Sam Mack. You know, Sam does a lot of high-profile parties, and the last couple been a straight clusterfuck. That's the only thing that I can say. There is hold on a second. Let me double check something. I gotta check something, make sure I'm right. Okay. There is, hold on. Let's go in here. Okay. Sharika Hunt Ross and her husband, Adam Ross, say Mr. Mack defrauded them out of $10,500. You know Sam Mack parties, the all-white party that was going to happen last night. The one where Howard Hewitt was supposed to headline. You know Howard Hewitt back from the days of Shalimar. Second time around. It's your second time around, Sam. Well, Sam didn't make it to the party last night. Maybe it had something to do with him being arrested. See, this started off as a civil matter. It started off as a civil matter for $10,500. And before I do anything, you know I come with the receipts. Let's go in here and let's go here first. Let's open this up. Bear with me for a second. I'm gonna give you the receipts. Okay, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go over here. I'm gonna come in with the receipts. And we're gonna go here. This was the big party last night that was supposed to happen and happened. All white party. You see, you know, on the flyer, you have my man Howard Hewitt. I used to kick it with his nephew from Oakland, California. Nephew name was Squirrel. And Lil G from Silk. And it was going to be hosted by the great one, you know, comedian Grossman, the City Band, and my man. Did a lot of business with him in the past. DJ High C was going to be there and changing faces. Well, for some strange reason, Howard wouldn't come to the venue. Now, here's the thing. You can block people. You can report people. But you can't report us for telling the truth. Howard would not show up until he got his money. There seemed to be a problem with money last night. Now, the guy that's all over the flies, Mr. Sam Mack, was nowhere to be found last night. Nowhere to be found. And that might be because, let's go back here and look. He was actually going to be served an arrest warrant at the venue last night. You took $10,500 and you're going to put it out there in the way you want to put it out there, but you have basically been indicted on this. The case, the arrest warrant has been issued for Samuel Dwayne Ford. That's his name, government name, for the case that was indicted. You've been indicted for this, and it's behind, let's go over here, hold on. It's behind a check for $10,500. A check for $10,500 that you wrote to Shamika Ross, because that's what you owed her from the last event. I think it was Thanksgiving. If I get it wrong, forgive me. But this is the check that you wrote. And now you're saying they forced you to write it because they were not going to turn the sound or the lights on at the last thing. Regardless of the situation, you wrote a bad $10,000 check and you were arrested for it. Now, I want y'all to know that I know he had invited the likes of Sheila Jackson Lee, Sylvester Turner, but they were pre-warned. They weren't going to show up anyway. But see, these are the type of people they hang with. This dude that has been accused of scamming people for years. And now you looking at verifiable proof of a check that was written to Sharika Hunt Ross by Sam Mack. And it was a bad check for $10,000. It was a bad check for $10,000. Hold on a second, y'all. I want to make sure. Let me put this over here so that I can do what I need to do. These people that want to honor people with all of these things they have going on, with all of these things that they have going on, all these functions where they're honoring people, making you pay for your own awards, you know, trying to fill up tables and all kinds of foolishness. And yeah, they still had the party. Somebody asked me, they still had the party, but the actual turnout was not what people expected. And the thing about it is Howard wasn't going to take the stage until he got his money. And it took him a while to get his money, but the promoter went to jail. I mean, Sam had to bond out of jail. I know they probably gave him a bond of maybe $100, $200 or something. But the point is you motherfuckers is out here with all these old fake ass parties y'all doing, all these things where you honoring all these people, and all that shit is a scam. Talking about you gonna send money to Uvalde. Did you send all the money from the last event to Uvalde before you were evicted from your place of residency? Or when you bought the new car and you had enough money to try to do this event, so why didn't you take a portion of that and pay these people off what you owed them? Because the shit just seems like a good scam to me. And, you know, people are like, man, how did you get wind of this? Well, any friend of so-and-so will be a friend of mine. There are people in high places that didn't like what happened to Sharika Ross. and Adam Ross. They didn't like what happened. They reached out to me, and I've been patiently waiting to see if they would arrest him, and they did. So now you've been indicted. So now you can go and you can make up whatever lie you need to make up to cover up for it. But that is your check right there, my friend, that you wrote to these people, which happened to be a hot check for $10,500, because that's what you owed them. And if you didn't owe them $10,500, why would you write the check? I would have rather have canceled the event than give somebody $10,000 of my hard-earned money. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, Sharika is going to get justice along with some other people. If y'all are smart, if you've been duped out of money, this is your time. This is your time to get those indictments sent out the door to DA and start jamming some of these crooks up, man. Y'all got a bona fide hustle y'all doing. And a portion of the money from last night is supposed to go to Uvalde. The people in Uvalde. Let me ask one question. Sam, who the fuck you know in Uvalde? Don't nobody know you down there, homie. Don't nobody know you down there. So Sharika Ross is going to get justice for what happened to her. And she'll end up getting her $10,500 back. And I just wanted to bring that to light to keep y'all abreast. I know the other day at a local high school, there was a lockdown, but come to find out it was just a hoax. But I happened to show up at the high school, and right when I walked in the door, they said we going on lockdown. So I couldn't go out the building. So I had to hustle us up and put us in a conference room. I'm going to make y'all laugh on this. The people put us in a conference room and told us you can't come out until the building is clear. Okay, cool. All of a sudden, people start talking about, man, y'all got to get under the table. What? Man, I'm not getting under no goddamn table. What is you talking about? I say, man, hold on a second, man. So you telling me if an active shooter come up in here, we supposed to get up under the table. Now, if all of y'all get up under that table, my fat ass ain't going to fit up under there. I got an alternate plan. I'm telling you what happened the other day. I got an alternate plan. No, I'm not finna stay in this month. That ain't finna happen. My partner say, man, what you gonna do? I'm gonna break the window and I'm coming up out this building. The protocol is to get up under a table. Not Gary Monroe. Oh, no, not me. Ooh. But, you know, I followed the rules, and everybody didn't get under the table. But they were like, well, this is what they teach us. What I ain't been to the class where they teach you how to get up under the table. I got a bad knee. I can't even bend over and tie my shoe. I need knee replacement. Ain't no motherfucking way I'm getting up under no table, hiding from no active shooter. Somebody come through this door bucking, we just gonna be under the table looking at them like this here. No, not gonna happen. Not on my watch. I think that y'all should give some serious thought to coming up with some better procedures on how to deal with that. And I get it. I talked to Chief Lopez, who's over the HISD Police Department, and he justified why you keep everybody in the classroom, which was not a problem. I never left the building. I didn't violate policy at all. But I'm just saying, in the midst of somebody talking about an active shooter, and I had to leave the campus when it was over and go down the street and smoke a cigarette, I'd be damned if I'm finna get up on the table. Y'all got to be crazy. If 3 people got up under there, I couldn't fit up under there. So can we, look, I got disabilities. Also, I'm a bigger person than the average person. So do you have the big and tall tables for us? For the bigger people? Because them little bit ass tables you had, Somebody, if I got up under that table, 2 of them people would have got shot if somebody would have came in there because they wouldn't have been able to fit up under that. But do you really think I'm gonna stay in that room? If I hear pew, I'm up out of the building. I don't care how I get out the building, but I'm coming up out the building. I'm telling you right now. This is what happened to us the other day. But just so happens they cleared the building. Everybody was safe. Great job by HPD as well as the Houston Independent School District Police Department. With the head of the whole department was there, Chief Lopez, and it went right. But something wasn't gonna go right if I'd have heard that gunshot. Because I promise you, I was coming up out that building, man. Ain't nothing in me gonna make me just sit up in there like, come on and bust me in the head. Not Gary Monroe. Not gonna happen, man. Now, as y'all know, it's about to be political season. Got a lot of people running for re-election. Some people running to get office seats. And I'm one of them cats. House District 131, everybody trying to figure out, is Monroe still running? Yeah, I'm running, man. I ain't wasting no money. And that's what it is, man. I'm running House District 131 for state representative against Alma Allen. And education fucked up in Texas. And she on the education committee. One thing I want you to clearly understand, that we're going to start doing our virtual fundraiser. We need to raise a little money for those that want to help me out. Don't need a lot, but we need to raise some. And the one thing that I'm going to tell you is that don't let the smooth taste fool you about me. I can sit in a room with the best in the business across the country and go blow for blow with them on any subject that we need to go on. But you have some serious local state elections that have to take place in November. And you have to make some serious decisions. I had a partner the other day called me and told me, man, we can't let the white Republicans take over Harris County, especially in the courthouses. And everybody, you know, black people going to be going to jail. Some of them need to go to jail. With all the killing and all this going on in the city where they say crime is dropping, all these people, all these females on this thing watching me right now can't go pump gas in their car at a certain time of the day. They can't wear their big purses out no more because folks are snatching their purses. You can't really go out and enjoy yourself unless you got the pistol on you. You feel what I'm saying? And we trying to keep black folk in office. Well, I am too if they qualified. I want to keep black people in office if they qualified and they can do the job. I want to keep white folk in office if they qualified and they can do the job. Asians, Latinos, indigenous people in office if they qualified to do the job. But I'm not going to keep you in office. I'm not going to vote for you just because you black. And that's something y'all got to stop. You got some choices to make. Every time there seems to be a murder, and it happened last week too, somebody was out on bond. Some wreck, I think, was in Galveston. This dude out on his third DWI killed somebody in a wreck. So let me ask you a question. Are you more concerned with the color that sits in office, or are you more concerned with making our counties and cities safer? Because you just may have to vote a Republican in. It's dominated by the Democrats at the court level. Now, but what you have to also do is you have to also make sure that you research your candidates. Make sure that the person that you're voting for brings some value to the position which they are running for or the seat that they're currently in. If they do not bring any value to it, they need to go. Point blank, period, they need to go. Let's start with the county judge. Yeah. Oh, she's doing a great job. Oh, what you been smoking? You smoking that gas, huh? You on that loud. She do a great job when it come to being corrupt. Say we got an alternative. You ain't got to vote for Lena Hidalgo. Well, she, I'm Latino and she's Latino. With the other lady here too. Alexandria is a better choice. You feel what I'm saying? It is what it is. Adrian Garcia, he down with that Rodney Ellis mob. He need to go. Point blank, period. You're not going to change Harris County. You're not going to change the city of Houston unless you get these people out of office and put in some people that want to be change agents. I don't give a damn if they are Republican. And I say that because those judge seats are controlled by Democrats. Black Girl Magic, that shit over with, man. Some of y'all done gotten there don't even know your judicial candidates. Some of y'all have gotten in there and you started smelling yourself like my mama would say. And you done you got one judge, I think it's LaShawn Williams. Hopefully I'm not saying the wrong judge. But this woman told Art Smith she didn't care if he lived in a box. That's why Art Smith and Coffee Smith and all those volunteers are downtown protesting at the Civil Courthouse. Because you got some, and we need to make sure we understand the difference in the types of judges: civil court, criminal court, and family court. Make sure that you're voting for the right people. And we just got to get some of these people out of office, man. Now, they don't want me to tell you this. They don't want me to tell you the truth. They want me to be quiet. They know that I have the ability to get to some of y'all and y'all gonna spread the word like we need the word spread. That some of these people need to come out of office, man. They need to come out of office, man. So what you gonna do? You gonna keep praying for change? You're gonna keep praying for change when you have the ability to affect change with your vote. I need your vote in November. You already know what I'm going to do. Win, lose, or draw, I ain't going no goddamn well. For all of those think I'm going to just ride off into the sunset if I lose. I ain't going no goddamn well. Ain't none of y'all getting a pass in my district no more. You're going to have to run every single time. I don't care. I'm not giving in to nothing. Not going to happen. And eventually I'll win some sooner or later. I'm not even tripping. But what I am going to help do is wake up the conscious voter. I am going to make sure that people know who 5 Stars gonna vote for, because I'm gonna put out my voter guide. 05 gonna put out his voter guide. Yeah. And I'm gonna be telling the truth. This is who I would vote for, and I'll tell you why I would vote for him. So all of y'all sitting quiet on them benches, thinking I'm not finna tear your ass up, I'm finna tear your ass up. I'm gonna tear you up from the floor up, partner. Because some of y'all got in there and got to smelling yourself, talking to people crazy when they come into court, sending folks to jail, messing them up when they're on probation and parole and got like a month left, and then you violate them on something silly. No. It's time for you to come up out of there. It's time for you to come up out of there. Some of y'all done destroyed black families, white families, Latino families. No. It's time for you to come up out of there. And sitting in civil court, some of y'all done did some things so erroneous that is unreal. I just been being quiet because I had other things going on. But now it's political season. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to start dismantling y'all to make sure that the conscious voter is taking care of what they need to take care of. Oh, yeah. This ain't business. It's personal. So go tell Alma, time to spend a bunch of money, mama. You can show up at every function you want to show up at, but you ain't showed up for our community the whole time you've been sitting there. You forgot about Windsor Village. You forgot about the Harlem Clark area. You've not done anything for anybody. And it's time for these people to have somebody that gives a damn about them. It is what it is, man. And all you people out here holding people accountable, can y'all hold Sam Mack accountable? Or y'all scared to touch that because that involve y'all folk, y'all people cool with him or whatever, you know. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Hey, it's what it is. Love you to death. We'll get back to the war zone. Gonna come back with dirty politics because we finna light up election season. Me and my good friend Aubrey Taylor, my man Chuck. Hey man, me, Aubrey, and Chuck, we finna light it up. I guarantee you'll change your mind on some of these people running for public office. And it is what it is. And we're gonna make this spread from Harris to Brazoria to Fort Bend, everywhere. You're gonna know who to vote for. So y'all that got all the little tricks and the little games and the little racist stuff y'all do, we cool with all that. You can bring it for me. I don't really care. Y'all know me. I ain't got no filter. I'm gonna tell you how it is. But now I'm finna go out on the speaking circuit, get out here, hit a few forums, talk to my people, and it is what it is, man. Wish me luck. We're gonna get this thing done, and you're gonna send old 5-star to Austin so we can now raise some hell to make it better for all Texans in the state of Texas. Be looking out. We're gonna do a virtual fundraiser, whatever we can raise that day. That's what we're gonna raise. And it is what it is. You'll be able to pay with PayPal, Zelle, or you can use Cash App. However you want to do it, we're gonna raise us some money and we're gonna get out here and raise some hell and win this election. Until then, it's the Hood CNN with your favorite hood reporter, the Prime Minister of Hood Education, Dr. Monroe. Because I got a PhD in common sense and I'm a 5-star general. Say, man, I'm just reading some. Hold on. So God bless you guys, and we'll talk later on.